How's it going, everybody? I was just finally getting around to it. I wanted to make a video on installing sumo coil spring helpers to help with, the front suspension with the plow, because that's a heavy plow. The MVP3 stainless is around 1,000 pounds, and this does have the snow plow package springs and all that goodies, but it's still, I would like to have a little help in the front, just to have a little bit more clearance, and we're going to try that today. I did measure beforehand. I got all this, jacked the truck up, got 2 jacks underneath there. I probably went overboard, but could put jack stands underneath. I did put it in park, or not just park, but put my parking brake on just in case. It's flat ground, so shouldn't have to worry about it. And I already installed one real quick just to see the easiest way to go, just to save time. When people are installing these, this is what it is outside the box. You install the deep groove down. So this one, if you can see the difference here, see the difference in the groove. That deeper groove goes down. So I've seen people have trouble putting these on, and what I noticed is that one video, it was super easy. Another video, like a lot of people had issues, is they were trying to install it going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. For some reason, it's so much easier going counterclockwise. By what I mean by that is pushing it in this way, and I'll fully take it out. So what I did is I started pushing it in that way versus trying to put it in this way. I don't know if that's the difference, or some other springs are different and tighter, so I'm sure on smaller SUVs and stuff their springs are closer together. But so yeah, short groove down, deep groove down, the less deep up. It does have a little slack, but I am fully raised, so when I let this down, it'll compress. These little holes right here you see are for the zip ties that they give you, which are super chintzy. I might change those out in the future. Hopefully I don't ever lose any, or lose my sumo coil springs, because I believe, I can't remember how much I paid for these. I believe they're like 100 bucks, maybe something like that, 200 bucks, I can't remember. But what we'll do is I measured beforehand with the plow down. Obviously the truck wasn't jacked up yet, and I had 8.5 inches between here and here. I didn't measure is what it was without the coil springs. I didn't measure that, so that kind of sucks. So we'll measure after I put these in, and I did plow without these for 2 different snowstorms. After the next snowstorm, I'll make a video and add it on, just to let you guys know how they actually helped or not, or whatever. So yeah, that's how you install them. They usually tell you to clean off the springs. I'm not really worried about it, because I do have fluid film underneath all this grime, so you can see it right there. It's still greasy, which is good. It's keeping it from rusting. But that's pretty much it. Jack up your truck, read the instructions, which groove goes up or down, and you just pretty much slide it in counterclockwise till you get it to where you want to be. I believe they said to put it in the middle, towards the middle of the coil spring. So, and then you just zip tie them around the top or bottom, depending on where it's at, and that's pretty much it. So I'll do that now, and we'll let it down and see if it changes to even just with the truck weight. If that helps, then obviously it'll help when the plow is up. So all right, we'll try that right now. All right, I'm going to show you guys how easy this is on the other side, on the passenger side. I'm going to do it by hand. So deep groove down. And as long as you put that shorter groove in first, or the deep groove down first, look at it goes in Super easy by hand. It's a little bit off. There you go. Boom. One-handed and phone in one hand. And then luckily I read the directions. They say to put the zip ties in above, you know, strap it to this spring, not the bottom, so the deep groove always stays, you know, when it's springing, it won't move around. If you did it to the bottom, then this short groove actually might bounce around a little bit and then not actually work properly. So I did the zip ties already on the other side, and they don't give you any extras, so I already messed up. So the other side's missing one, which is fine. I got some extras I'll throw in eventually, but so that's zip tied. We'll hurry up and zip tie this, and then I'll let it down and measure it, you know, when the truck's actually all the way down. So all right guys, both coil spring helpers are installed. I'm going to do the final measurement and see what we got. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was like 8 3/8. Now it's almost 8 3/4, roughly. So I'm going to lift the plow up and see how much it actually squeezes down. Probably should have done that, you know, before I put them in to see what it was, but I doubt it's going to be too much difference. Plus you guys can hear the sound from the new exhaust I put on, from a new muffler. All right, we'll raise it up. Fully raised. Hopefully you guys can hear me over there. All right, what are we at? So about 7.5. So 7.5, from 8 3/4 to 7.5. I'm sure it was around 7 without it, because I usually don't have that much clearance. Which I wish it did. I wish I had more clearance. That's when the blade's fully out, about 7 inches. Fully horizontal. So yeah guys, shout out to Sumo coil springs, Sumo springs, and we'll try it out next storm. We'll see how it plows and how it handles. So have a good day and God bless.